Hi everyone, I'm going to try and make sense of this new DC timeline we've been given, so click subscribe and check this out. Now at the moment, the DC universe is being put into two different categories, gods and monsters, and you've got Elseworlds. The Elseworlds category is films like the Robert Pattinson Batman film, the Joker film, Superman and Lois, and Teen Titans Go. Batman 2 is being made and there is going to be a second Joker film. The other area is gods and monsters. Now this is the area which the most of the announcement was about. First of all, obviously we've got Shazam coming up, we've got the Flash film coming up. Apparently the Flash is going to reset the whole DCU. First up we've got Superman Legacy. Superman Legacy is going to be a motion picture and it's penciled in for release on July the 11th, 2025. It won't be an origin story of the character, but it will centre around a younger version of Superman. Like I've said before, I don't want a young Superman, but I think it would largely boil down to who they cast. Fingers crossed. Next up, we've got The Authority. The Authority, in my opinion, are a poor man's Justice League. They're basically another Suicide Squad type group, apart from they're not villains, but they do kill people. So make of that what you will. How can you go to The Authority without establishing the Justice League beforehand? Remember, this is a reboot. They haven't actually got a Justice League yet. So they're moving forward without actually establishing the main characters and the main group of superheroes in the timeline. They're going to be DC's answer to The Boys. The Boys obviously have been absolutely smashing it, and I think DC and Marvel feel like they've seriously missed a trick with regards to The Boys and having an R-rated show. And from what I've heard and read about the characters, there's going to be a whole lot of representation. So, yay, we've got that to look forward to. Then we've got The Brave and the Bold, which is a Batman film featuring Damian Wayne, which is Batman's son, who also ends up being one of the Robins. So they're basically skipping Dick Grayson, Jason Todd, Tim Drake, and Stephanie Brown and going straight to Damian Wayne. I just hope we end up seeing a badass Nightwing in the film. I'm guessing it's going to be very much about their relationship and how they conflict. So at the minute we're going to have an older Batman, we're going to have an older Aquaman, we're going to have a 25-year-old Superman, where in most of the timelines Batman and Superman are around the same age, and we've got a poor man's Justice League. It's not looking great, is it, at the minute? Next up we've got Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow, and to be honest I haven't really got much to say on this. We had a Supergirl series that was below average. They were going to make a Supergirl film with a girl that looked absolutely nothing like Supergirl and was nothing like Supergirl, and now they're making another one and they're starting again. If they can make a decent Supergirl film, I'm all for it. Next up on the itinerary, they're going to dive straight into a full-blown motion picture of everyone's favourite DC character, Swamp Thing. No! Right. So we're not going to make Wonder Woman, we're not going to make Justice League, we're not going to make a Green Lantern film, we're not going to make a Green Arrow film or a Cyborg film or anything that anyone actually wants. We're going to make a full motion picture about Swamp Thing, even though we've just made a TV show about Swamp Thing, and before it even ended its first season it got cancelled. Yeah, that sounds like a wicked idea. Now the next one's a bit confusing. Granted, I'm a DC fan. I'm not majorly up on every single comic or every single character, and I've got friends that are DC fans and they're the same as me. Some of them are a bit more into it, some not so much. But this particular one, it was announced and I actually thought, I have no clue who this is. Creature Commandos is going to be an animated series that they are making, and yet again they are, from what I can make out, similar sort of thing to the Suicide Squad, but not the Suicide Squad. And that's about it. I have no idea who they are. Creature Commandos. Hopefully it's really good. Right, this next one, yet again, is also very confusing, and I can only think the one possible reason to make this show is for another bit of representation. Has anyone ever watched the Suicide Squad or Peacemaker or any of the shows this particular character's been in and thought to themselves, you know what? Amanda Waller's really cool. I wish they would make a show just about her. Well, guess what? You were in luck. They're making a show called Waller. It's going to star Viola Davis, and it's going to be a spin-off series to Peacemaker, even though they've not yet made the second season of Peacemaker, but they're already doing a spin-off. Everyone loved Peacemaker. Peacemaker was awesome, but now they're doing a spin-off before the second season, and it's called Waller, and it's all about Amanda Waller. And every show she's ever been in, she's been like CD list character at best. But guess what? She's got her own show. We've got a Booster Gold series coming as well. You know, Booster Gold, that other character which is also at the top of the list you want to see a film or a TV show made about. Well, they're giving him his own show. It's rumoured to be starring Chris Pratt as Booster Gold, and I couldn't give a shit. Right, this next one I'm actually looking forward to. They're going to do a TV show called Lanterns, which is going to be Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart, both the Green Lanterns, in their own show. This could be awesome. I hope they do it well. I hope we end up seeing a lot of the other Green Lantern characters as well. That would be really cool, but it's going to be very much based on a sort of detective show. The next thing on the list is Paradise Lost. This is a TV show that is going to be a Wonder Woman prequel. So it's going to be based on the Amazonians. They have described it as Game of Thrones with Amazons. So, yeah, I'm guessing it's just going to be lots of women, no men. So in 2023, we've got Shazam, we've got the Flash film, which is going to be a major reboot. Then we've got the Aquaman film, and then we've got another character, which I think, like Booster Gold, it's such a random character to make a film about, Blue Beetle. I'm looking forward to the Blue Beetle film about as much as I'm looking forward to seeing Waller. No! I just can't see the sense in pumping all this money into these shows and films about characters that no one's got no interest in. There's no demand for them. Peacemaker is still happening, but it's been put back. Pennyworth's been cancelled. And Superman and Lois is still definitely happening. They've actually said that Superman and Lois has got at least 1 or 2 more seasons left to go. So I'm hoping that means 1 or 2 more seasons after season 3, which comes out next month. And to finish this all off, the final season of The Flash starts this week, and even though it wasn't as good as it could have been, I think it's going to be a little bit emotional. It's the end of the Arrowverse, it's tying it all up, and I've been watching it since Smallville ended. When Smallville ended, it was like, what next? Then we moved on to Arrow and everything else, and I think it's going to be a bit sad seeing it all end. Anyway, thank you for listening. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please click subscribe. Please click the like button. Keep an eye out for my next video. It's coming very soon, and I'll see you then. Cheers.